This is a defining moment. This is a defining moment for the state of Texas. It's a defining moment. These bills will go through unless we collectively stand up and say no. They will go through. They will pass. And what I'm seeing now is that the perpetrators of these bills are speaking louder and louder and attempting to intimidate people if they stand up. You can't blame the MLB for deciding to pull out and not go to Georgia when these voter suppression bills are being enacted, and then the perpetrators try to pretend as though they are the victims. Something's wrong with that. So let me just say this. These bills are going through on our watch. This is not 1830. This is not 1930. This is 2021. It's 2021. And quite frankly, you cannot separate these bills from the attacks on Asians, Hispanics, Jews, Muslims, African Americans. You can't separate these bills out. Evil has no respect of persons. And when good people remain quiet, something's wrong. I was talking to a business leader last week about this press conference. And the business leader in this city said to me, well, Mayor, this is a partisan matter. And I stopped him. And I said, there's nothing partisan about voter suppression. When you're restricting people's right to vote, that's neither Democrat nor Republican. That's wrong. That's just wrong. And business leaders have to stand up. They got to. Okay. Faith-based leaders have to stand up. Labor leaders have to stand up. Lawyers, architects, engineers, they got to stand up. This is happening on our watch. And I'm going to close with how I started at the beginning, what Martin Luther King said. It's not our enemies we will remember, but it was our friends who chose to be silent at a moment in time in which we needed them. Okay? There was a Jewish leader said years ago, one night they came after the socialists. But because I was not a socialist, I was silent and did nothing. And one night they came after the unionists. But because I was not a unionist, I was silent and said nothing. One night they came after the Jews. But because I was a Jew, wasn't a Jew, I was silent and said nothing. And then one morning, they came after me. And because I had said and done nothing, I found myself all alone. And then I said to myself, what difference does it make for me to be mayor if my children and grandchildren and others are stripped of their right to vote? What's happening in the state of Texas, in the legislature, is wrong. And these bills should not pass. And if by chance these bills get through, there is a price for voter suppression. There is a price.